So, before I lie down, I just want to share my experience doing or drinking San Pedro for the first time today. Um, it was a very transformative, healing, getting back in touch with my roots, our roots, getting back in touch with unconditional love, just love all around me. Like, I strongly felt that. And I just felt a connection to everything, especially nature. I seen the river spirit. I seen a light beam, like a light spirit, move across the river. I seen the river spirit. I don't know what to say. But besides the point, in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, there's a lot of mountains and very mountainy and very big, steep mountains. And we hiked up one today, pretty much to the top. I didn't go all the way up because I just didn't feel called to do it this time. But next hike, I will. And shout. Yeah, but it was really very healing. I just went up there. I was with the group. They were all down at the hill, and I went all the way up to because a cow was calling me. I'm like, I want to go talk to the cow. So I went up the mountain, and I could see the cow didn't want to be bothered because it was giving me the eyes like, bitch, don't come near me. So I gave him his space, and I just chilled where I felt like sitting down, resting, and I was just admiring the view. I will never forget it. The view was beautiful. It's beautiful. And I just released a lot. I cried. It made me feel things that I disassociated myself with, that I suppressed, that I did not allow myself to grieve properly or even feel or express or experience what I needed to feel with that situation. Like, for example, the first thing that made me cry and gave me healing. I'm very, very tired. I'm struggling to talk, but was just grieving over my severed connection with my birth mother. And I never got to feel it or even address it like I did today. And I just released. I received, I let be, I released and let go. At first, I was grieving that I love somebody I've never met, but they are me, I am them. I was crying over that I miss her and that I wish I knew who she was. And I was just feeling a lot that I never felt in my about 23 years of life, that I never got to cry about. I never allowed myself to feel the hurt that comes with that situation. Like, my whole life, I've never cried about it like that, like fully. Like, it was just bursts and rounds of crying, and I just let it go. I just felt it till I couldn't feel it anymore. And that was a very powerful experience for me because my whole life I've been suppressing things and not allowing myself to feel, to heal, to let go, you know? But the second thing, I had a connection with this woman at the retreat, and like when the shaman was singing, both of us felt we both connected in another realm, in another plane, and we both felt that. She said like she felt a strong connection to Geely. I'm like, I felt a strong connection to you. So previous, yeah, after that happened, I opened up to her about another experience that I never got to cry over like that and just heal and release the energy and the pain I was holding it deep in my heart, because that's what San Pedro does. It allows you to feel your heart, to open your heart, and like that's a thing, an intention I've been saying for quite a while now. It's just to open my heart like I've never been hurt before. Open my heart, receive the unconditional love, open my heart, you know. And we had a moment, and that is the second time I released pain from traumas I've endured that I've never released or felt like that before, and it was beautiful. But back when I was on the mountain with myself, just grieving over my mother, after I was done grieving and just admitting the feelings of hurt and releasing all my sorrows and pain that comes along with that, afterward, I said something like, I just pray that she's alright and she knows that I'm alright. Like, she knows I'm alright. I feel that she knows I'm alright. I felt that connection with my mother. And that's how I know she's out there thinking about me, you know? And I just prayed for her well-being, that she knows she's valued, that she knows she's loved, that she has not hurt the way I've hurt, and that she knows that I am well, I'm live, I'm in love with life and myself, and just knows that I'm well, you know? I was just wishing her love, praying for love to be received by her, you know? And after I sent my love into the world and sent my prayers to the mountain spirits, I seen a brown cow come up to me. Like, I was on the hill, right? Like, I was on top of the hill. This cow was down the hill, and he looks right at me. He's like, moo! Like, it wasn't a moo. It was like a moo. Anyway. Because it's seen me pick a dead piece of, like, plant, and it thought I killed it or didn't want me touching their food or something. So, like, was angry at me that I was, like, messing with their food supply or something. I'm just talking back to them like, it's dead. Like, I'm not killing nothing. It's already dead. But even dead things have life anyway. So, and then I seen this albino cow, like, behind me, like this white cow, and then I seen the meat over there, and they're just confining each other, like nudging nudging each other, and like, I'm like, oh, they lovers. It's like, that's they hubby and wifey. Okay. And then on the hill, the shaman is a mother, and then the shaman has a son, and so it's a mother and son, the two shamans, or the people who run the retreat, they're shamans. But I just seen them sitting next to each other. The mother went to go sit next to her son, and they were just like, you know, showing affection, and I was just seeing the correlation between the interracial cow lovers and the mother and the son at the same time, and It was beautiful. And that just made me feel like, yo, I'm surrounded by love. Like there's love all around the universe. You just have to be tuned in and tapped in to see it and feel it, you know? And that was a very beautiful experience for me, scenery wise, feeling wise, just everything wise. It was a very beautiful, hurtful, uplifting, releasing, transformative, shedding, beautiful experience. And that was only with San Pedro. Okay. I'm doing the ayahuasca in 2 days, and I've already seen so much transformation and transitioning um, in my life, and so much healing that already occurred. And I just cannot wait for this ayahuasca journey. And, you know, yeah, but I just can't get this view out of my head. I'm still on that mountain. I'm still on that mountain. The view is so beautiful. I'm just intaking the view. I really wish I brought my camera with me to take a picture of the cow moment when they're like nudging each other and like cuddling each other. But I feel like none of that would have happened if I would have brought my camera. I feel like that was just a moment from my memory and my, you know. But I just had to share that experience with you because it was very powerful for me. So I hope it would be um insightful and perspective to somebody else, you know. So just know, like, love, unconditional love is the best feeling in the world. It's the most powerful feeling in the world, you know. Most powerful frequency in the whole universe, the whole world, is the pure laughter of a child. The lowest frequency of the world, the screams and, you know, pain of a child being tortured, sacrificed, stuff like that. Let's not get into that tonight. Positive energy right now. Positive and sad, but converting that sadness into positive, that negative into positive. Transcendence, you know. But snow. I am surrounded. Something that made me realize I am surrounded by love. Cause I love myself. And I love y'all because I love myself. Keep expanding.